Yeah, even the bluegills be loving the Coike. Oh yeah. One of my favorite places on earth. You got some nice music from the neighbors. That's good. Need to go get my rod. I'm gonna tie a Palomar and I'm gonna show you. And everybody's like, why are you gonna show me? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you why. This is mono, but everybody says I don't like tying a Palomar with fluorocarbon because it'll break. Well, there's a reason why it'll break. It'll break mono too if you don't tie this correctly. So I go through. I don't pinch. I don't like pinching. This mono, it won't make any difference, but with fluorocarbon, if I pinch it in the wrong spot, you've already created a bad spot in your line. So I go through, go right back through again. This is small. I need to put my solar bats on so I can see, but it's so cloudy. Okay, I've got it. Spin it two lines around. Those two lines have to be side by side. They can't cross. So whenever I loop it around, I'm going to tie my finger through, granny knot, put the loop around. Those two lines going through the eye cannot cross. They have to be side by side. That's one key. Now that I have my loop, that can twist up there, that don't matter. I'm going to put the bait through, which these are perfect, it's perfect size for an easy Palomar. Again, those two lines do not cross when they go through the eye of the hook. This finger, insert this finger again. This is key. You can cinch it down now, that's fine. It'll work. But watch that loop. Watch me flip the loop forward. See? Now my loop here is forward. When I watch this. Flip it forward. Now wet it and pull it down. If you do that, where that loop flipped forward on this part of the line, now it sits on top of the knot. So your two lines through the eye are right beside each other, not crisscross. I didn't cinch it down, so when the loop went forward, it flipped up to where that loop is also not crossed. If you do that, it doesn't matter if it's braid, fluorocarbon, mono, any of that. It will not break at the knot. Now, this is 4-pound test. You get a big one on, you have a chance to break it. But it is not going to break at the knot. I have some fray in my line because I was running around with the rod and the gator doing some pond fishing. So this is real time. This is how fast you can tie the Palomar. I'm not too fast. I have arthritis really bad in my fingers. I made jigs for 30 years. I can't hardly make them anymore. I just can't do the little intricate things with my fingers anymore. Which then Can I do a cinch knot in like 5 seconds? Yeah. But I just feel like this is just so much of a better knot. Flipping that all the way forward. Nothing's crossed over. Boom, I'm done. Best knot you can ever tie. You guys don't remember Rich Tauber, probably. One of the best finesse fishermen in BASS that ever lived. Aaron Martins was the best, but Rich Tauber, very good at bringing Japanese techniques like the drop shot to BASS. Back in the day, he would tie a Palomar. Everybody was trying to do weird knots to make your hook go straight out. The Palomar, the way I just showed you, is the way that he showed me, and you won't have any problems. He asked Rick Klund one time, just said, Rick, best knot. Rick Klund, without question, instantly said Palomar. Rick said, enough said. So, yeah, there's tons of other knots. But that's the best way to tie. The best way to tie a Palomar. All right. As you see, I've got my business shirt on. I got some things to do today that I have to wear that for. And I'm trying to throw a line out here. Why I don't have a rain jacket, I don't know. But anyway, we're still going to try it. That small Coike that I just showed you is the most amazing bait that I've thrown in a long time. And it really almost makes me upset because I'm a jig guy. I like Neds. I like grubs. I like, for years, the only thing I've been throwing out here on the river is a Ned. You can't beat a Ned rig. I think this is going to replace that. I think it's going to replace my jig fishing at the lake. It is so good that it's the only thing I want to throw right now, which I don't like that because I like to do jerk baits and top waters and, I like to dig in my box and create things. I like to use little stuff like this. Oh, you don't know what that is? This would be more like a dice Ned, or the dice lures that have the. It's just a jig skirt material in it. But do you think a goggle eye would like to try? Probably. But the thing is I like to try new stuff, and the Coike is so good, I just can't put it down. I like to throw this. I like to throw this. And I like to throw this. And you're saying, Jared, that's the same lure. It is. This is the true OG Whopper Plopper. This is a 90 series. Now, I like a bigger one a lot, like a 110, because I think you have more draw power, and it has a little bit different sound. You can make it just pop, 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 pop. This is more of it's not the pop, like pop, pop, pop. Now, they make a fat 90 now that has that pop, pop, like the really deep plop. This one's not as deep. This one still works good. Black, bone, and chrome. That's the only three. If you want to do bluegill colors, green, whatever, those all work too. The simple way to do it: black, bone, and chrome. Black on days like today. Cloudy, nasty, just nighttime, black. Sunny, bright, super bright, lots of sunlight, chrome. Mornings, shad, kind of in between cloudy, windy, cloudy days, more wind. Some days they just want white. You can try it at any time, but this is my go-to in between. You will catch fish on all three of these, no matter what time. But this is the most fun you'll ever have in your life. Going on a float trip, put in here at Boiling Springs, go to Mason Bridge, go all the way to Ross, go through the fort, whatever. This would be the most fun you've ever had in your life. Super awesome time. Let's talk about the Neds. The TRD, tried and true, tried and true. My special little jig heads from Fins and Feather in Springfield. These are the best Ned heads you can get with the right length of hook. Z-Man makes the hook that goes with the TRDs, but this is a good in-between. And I think the one that comes from Z-Man is just a little bit too short sometimes. And then I love throwing the 3-inch Ned Cinco, and that hook does a lot better. This is a 1/8. Sometimes I even want something a little bit heavier, but these are hard to find and a heavier than a 1/8. These are perfect for the Piney, but if you get in some really rough current on the gas or somewhere else, then it's a little bit hard to keep it on the bottom if you're wanting to drag. But anyway, the Coike has ruined all that because I'm not even throwing the other stuff, because I'm throwing the Coike all the time. So anyway, let's go try it. Now, this isn't just another urchin bait video. Now, this comes in a ball, and I stuck it in my tackle box. We're going to see if that makes a difference. These little Coike baits, it's the only one I got left. I lost 2 of them yesterday. These little Coike baits come in a ball. Now, I got these at the Bass Pro website. I bought them off Temu. I bought them from Spro. I bought them from Big Bag Outdoors. Has some amazing urchin baits. When I pulled it up on the Bass Pro app, I saw Coikes and I just bought them. I didn't really look at what size they were. They came in and they're these small ones. I think this is an 18 millimeter. I don't remember from the package, and that looks like about 18 millimeters. So I think that's the size. They come with 3. So if you buy a pack, it comes with 3 inside. So 2 pack, you get 6. All right. In the ponds or at the lake right now, you can put any type of hook you want in there and then nail weight it, or you can be very creative with your rigging. It is very hard to find a good Nico hook for these smaller ones that works. With the bigger ones, we'll do another video on it, but let's focus. Let's focus. I'm at the Big Piney River right now. This is a Nichols Ned head that I've threaded on there. Now, what I've found with the Coikes, your hook is going to fall first. So if you Nico rig it, it's going to turn and fall hook first. On the jig head, of course, is going to fall with the head first. So the reason that makes a difference is don't Nico rig the top of it and then put your weight at the bottom or your nail weight at the bottom, because it's going to kind of counterbalance the fall. You want the center of gravity in one spot, and this thing will kind of undulate in the water on its, you can't even compare it to a Cinco or anything, because it undulates in a different way, and when you pop it, you want it to be natural. So if you have weight on one side or the other, That makes a huge difference. When the jig heads, it doesn't really matter. When you put a jig head on there, it's going to do its thing. It's going to do what the jig head wants to do. So let's tie this on and see if the goggle eye. Do you think the goggle eye are going to like this? Are you kidding me right now? They're going to wipe out. I'm going to put them all back because this is going to wipe out goggle eye and smallmouth. You've got the big Piney. Right now, it's Piney clear. What I mean by that, when the Piney's clear, it's got a green tint to it. It's clear, but it's not current river clear. Where the spring comes out, it's always got just a little bit of a different color to it. So, why am I telling you this? Green Maxim, or I like Berkeley XL. Works good. So yesterday I had braid on and I was tying a fluorocarbon leader. But let me show you what I'm fishing with and why I went back to mono for this. All right. Guys, look at this. Ultralight combo. 4-pound test. Now, on these clear southern Missouri streams, you got Montauk. That's the current river. It's super clear. Good morning. See right here, solarbats. 50% off. Are you kidding me? On the website. Don't mean to start off with information about selling stuff, but I got to tell you guys about this. 50% off. So everybody in the fishing world all the time talks about sponsors, sponsor this, sponsor that. You know, Solarbats has a family program that it's almost like you're getting sponsored almost. It's like you can get the new pair of glasses and test them out. You have access to the entire website. You can do lots of stuff with the family program. So check that out. But if you don't even want to do that, 50% off. You guys are asking why are you sitting in the car? Well, it's raining again. I've been fishing around Texas County. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So we're about to tie on some stuff. I'm gonna put some stuff in the video I shouldn't be sharing. Hang on. I don't know if they like this Coike or not. Probably pretty good.